Loch whispers secrets old as the stones. Highland winds echo deep in my bones. Whiskey in my veins, a fierce Scottish pride.
Welcome to Scotland and welcome to this new vlog. We are here in Scotland for 4 days. The first 3 days we will be exploring the beautiful Isle of Skye on the northwest coast of Scotland, which has some really unique and cool landscapes. And the fourth day we will be exploring the historic city of Edinburgh. So today is our first day. We will be traversing through the Highlands, and it's usually about a 5-hour drive to get to Isle of Skye with no stopping. But as you can see, we are making some stops. Here we are in the small town of Callander with the Highland Mountains behind me. And yeah, time to get back on the road toward Isle of Skye. We are now officially in the Scottish Highlands. Take a look at the views.
You stir my heart around in your pot. You mix it up with your vinegar smiles, and you tell me I'm the child.
So now this is Glencoe here, which is a valley in the Highlands, and you can see all these rugged mountains all around. I found some Highland cows. They're so fluffy. They're one of the icons of Scotland.
The light is fading now. My soul is running on a path that I cannot reach. My brain is burning and my head is hurting. Every day a little bit more.
So after another couple hours of driving, we are almost at Isle of Skye, but making a quick stop here at the Eilean Donan Castle, which you can see is really cool because it's located on this island in the water. And we're actually going to be back here on day 3, but getting a quick stop here first.
Hey, the hills remember the battles we braved. Stories of heroes and spirits engraved.
Alright, after a full day of driving through the Scottish Highlands, we have finally made it to Portree, which is the main town on the Isle of Skye. Take a look at this nice waterfront view behind me. And I am wandering around the town trying to find a good dinner place before I head back to my hotel to rest up for the night, because we have an exciting day tomorrow where we are exploring the Isle of Skye. Alright, welcome to day 2 of this Scotland trip, and today we are properly exploring the Isle of Skye. As you can see, the weather unfortunately is not great today. It's a bit rainy and cloudy. So for example, up here on the cliffs we were supposed to see the Old Man of Storr, which is a famous rock formation, but it's a bit obscured today. But nonetheless, we're going to drive around the Isle and see what we can find.
You never believed me when I told you I'm a fairy. I was birthed from a flower, feeling all sweet and sour. I spoke all the words that you said. Don't tell me your loving is dead. No, where's the glow? Oh, babe, you got some dust in your head.
Alright, we are out here by the coast of the Isle of Skye, next to some nice cliffs, but I'm getting absolutely drenched out here, so I need to get back to the bus. Alright, here we are at Kilt Rock. Back there, you can see the layers of rock kind of makes it look like a kilt. It's also a nice waterfall by the water here.
I can hear the birds, I can see them fly, I can see the sky.
Alright, now we have made it to the Kerrang, which is the scenic area in the Isle of Skye with some really unique landscape. You can see, because of the soft ground, there's been a lot of landslides which has created some of these really unique features. Unfortunately, the visibility is not great because we're up in the clouds right now, but you can still take in some of the views here.
A land of mist where legends are born, in the heart of the storm, where the skirl is sworn.
So one thing that Scotland is famous for is its Scotch whiskey, so we are making a quick stop here at Talisker Distillery, which is a distillery they have here on the Isle of Skye, and it is also opposite the water here, so pretty nice view. Alright, so it is still raining, but we are now at one of the most famous parts of Isle of Skye, which is the ferry pools, all the way down there. It's about an hour and a half total walking there and back to see the pools, which are at the base of this mountain range. And, you know, I was debating if I should go or not in the rain, but I'm determined, so let's go.
I had a carbon copy lady back in my school days. She looked like she was going to dream me away. If I ever met you in my dreams or on the street, I would not say hello. I'd catch you in the afterglow.
So, would I say it was a pleasant hike? Not really, not today. Am I absolutely soaked? Definitely. Did I almost fall into the water multiple times? Yes. But, do I regret coming on this hike? And the answer is no. It was very scenic, although I certainly could use a rest now. So we were determined to see the Old Man of Store today because that is actually the most photographed thing in Isle of Skye. So we came back here now in the evening time, and look, it is here. See this pointy bit over here? Yeah, that is the Old Man of Store. It's this pinnacle of rock on the side of the mountain. Alright, so back in the main town of Portree, here is our tour bus. And yeah, just gonna get some dinner before calling it a night because we have a big day tomorrow driving back to Edinburgh. Good morning from day 3 of the Scotland trip, and today we are leaving behind this beautiful background in the Isle of Skye. These are the Cullen Mountains behind me, and we are doing a big driving day heading back through the Highlands to Edinburgh.
I should be here down in the place, but I gotta stay, 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 stay. I can hear the birds, I can see them fly, I can see the sky.
Alright, so we have made it back here to Eilean Donan Castle, the beautiful castle out on the water. Time to check it out.
Wander through ruins, castles of yore, echoes of warriors that came before, clash of the claymore, ghosts of the past, swirling in the mist, memories will last. Heather and thistle in the wild fields sway,
So our next stop is here at the most famous body of water in Great Britain, also the largest by volume, Loch Ness. And it is also supposedly the home of the Loch Ness Monster. You can see it's a really nice lake, and we're gonna grab some lunch, grab some pictures, and then continue on our way to Edinburgh. We are now stopping at this little farm outside the town of Perth, and at this farm they have some sheep, including some cute little lambs and also some Highland cows.
I had a carbon copy lady back in my school days. She looked like she was going to dream me away.
And now we have made it to Edinburgh, where we will be spending our final day of the trip.
I'm a zombie. I don't know what to do. I should be here down in the place.
Good morning from the final day of this Scotland trip. Today is sort of a part 2 of the trip as we shift our focus from the nature of Scotland to the city here in Edinburgh. Today is all about exploring Edinburgh and what this city has in store. I am here at Calton Hill, which is a short little hike and viewpoint from the city center down there. So let's see what we can find.
Raise a glass to the echoes of old, tales of adventure and hearts brave and bold.
So I am now walking through the Royal Mile and also Victoria Street here in the heart of Old Town Edinburgh. These are two of the most famous streets for all of the nice buildings and the scenery. And yeah, you know, a lot of people say there is some sort of magical vibe to Edinburgh, and now I understand, because every building here looks like it's some sort of historical castle or something like that. Really cool. So here is Victoria Street. Look at all of the nice, colorful little shops. We are now making a stop here at the National Museum of Scotland, which is actually free to enter, so additional reason to come.
If I ever met you in my dreams or on the street, I would not say hello. I'd get you in the afterglow.
So I am getting lunch here at one of the most popular Scottish restaurants in Edinburgh, which is Maker's Mash Bar. Now you might be thinking, this doesn't look like a restaurant. Well, this is the underground level where, just by chance, I found that they're actually growing their own mushrooms. Very cool. But anyways, the food is very good. They open at noon and there's usually a line out the door, so I recommend coming a little before they open and try some of their food, including the haggis, which I just got.
The light is fading now. My soul is running on a path that I cannot reach.
Alright, and now we are at the #1 most famous attraction in all of Edinburgh, Edinburgh Castle, which is this beautiful 11th century castle perched atop this hill in the heart of Edinburgh.
Bagpipes wail a tune where shadows hide.
So we've made it into the castle complex now. I've got my handy audio guide here, and the complex is actually quite big. You can see all these buildings are part of the castle, and on the other side, you've got this great view.
Haggis tears and laughter in the tavern night, storm through the glen under moody moonlight. Hey, the hills remember the battles we braved, stories of heroes and spirits engraved. A land of mist where legends are born.
We are now at our final stop of this trip, which is here in Dean Village on the west end of Edinburgh. This is a charming little neighborhood which really makes you feel like you're back in time or in some sort of old fairy tale. Well, we have now made it to the end of this 4-day Scotland trip. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me, venturing through the Scottish Highlands, exploring the beautiful Isle of Skye, and of course, checking out the sights of historic Edinburgh. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next adventure.